Like I said, if you didn't love Angie before, you're definitely loving her after this.
And if you don't love her now, there's something wrong with you.
If you don't love Angie now, you're not our friend. Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
The band's back together.
Yes.
Yep, the band is back together. We are talking about Wife Swap, Season 1, Episode 1, Overdressed and Underprepared. Loved this. Loved it.
Me too.
Okay, I'm going to do 4 loves. You did 3, I'm doing 4. Just, this is what I would choose. I would choose to watch this. I thought it was absolutely lovely. And I've always been a huge Angie fan. And now, just through the roof, Angie fan.
I just feel like if you didn't love Angie already, you're going to love her after watching this.
You're going to love her after that.
And I would imagine we're going to see that with all of the housewives. I mean,
I've seen
you're right.
some coming attractions that I'm like,
I agree.
Well, I guess Melissa, right? Because we've only
No,
seen coming attractions
with Wendy.
Melissa.
No, I've
and
seen
there's some
coming
with Wendy.
attractions.
There's some
Well, I
with
haven't
Wendy.
seen any with Wendy.
Yeah, I've seen some of those too. And I'm like, oh, you people have like tough boots to fill.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought Angie was the most, I mean, when she cleaned that toilet, because I don't know if I could have done it.
We'll get to it, but I'm just going to say it now. So, because this is what happens when you're postmenopausal. You'll forget that you wanted to say something. Okay. So the whole composting toilet thing, they're taking it out of the toilet and then putting it in all these garbage bags. Are all these garbage bags biodegradable? Because if not, then what are you fucking doing?
I would imagine they have to be, right?
I would think so, but
how do they not disintegrate sitting in the bowl?
In a bag into another bag. And then I was like,
all right, can I just say, like, why are you analyzing the freaking
toilet?
Like, of all things to analyze,
that's me.
Why are we starting with the toilet?
That's why they're doing it. You're right. That's a valid point.
I mean, I know there are like compostable incinerator toilets that will just incinerate the paper and the waste. And those I think are awesome. But I was like, okay, but so then what's the point if you're taking it out and putting it in 2 plastic bags?
They have to be biodegradable, though.
One would hope so.
Yeah. Let's go with it, because these people seem way smarter
than I am. Okay.
Any of us, like the whole way they're living, you know?
All right.
It's a valid question. It's a valid question.
All right. And I'm not even going to put my 2 cents in on it.
All right, got it. All right, got it.
Okay. All right. We start out in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we see Angie, and she loves to cook and she loves to keep her house in order. Shawn, her husband, is there, and she's giving him directions of like what to do when she's gone. And Shawn, says it, and I can see it. She micromanages everything. That's what she does. That's what she does.
I loved when she said she hasn't had a facelift, but her face is tight from talking so much.
I loved when she said, do I really have OCD or am I just gifted with doing things perfectly? I love it. It's like, Angie.
I liked it when Shawn said, some people run on the treadmill and some people run their mouth, meaning his wife. I was like, oh.
And I love the little scenes with Shawn and Elektra. Angie's cleaning and Shawn saying, yeah, she's cleaning what I cleaned already. And Elektra saying, yeah, like, what is she doing? It's all clean.
Right. Right.
But I just love their little dynamic. Yes.
Yeah, she for sure has OCD.
She can't help it. She just can't help it.
She can't help it. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish I had a little OCD. This house would be a heck of a lot cleaner.
Me too. I don't have it.
Me neither.
Believe me, I don't.
I don't have it. I was just thinking a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, I really should wipe down the walls in my bathroom. And then Eric painted the bathroom this week. I was like, sweet. Now I don't have to
save me from that.
There you go. Perfect.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wiped them down before he painted. Whatever, he put primer up and then painted. So really, who gives a
It's
shit
all
at this
good no
point? It's
matter
covered.
what. And you know what? The bottom line is you don't have to wipe the walls down.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the bottom line.
He really did me a solid.
Absolutely.
So then we go to Chalice, Idaho. They live off the grid. Lindsey and her husband, Tanner. They have a son, Bridger, who's 12, Wyatt, who's 9, and Hazel is 5.
They're all so cute.
They are adorable. Their last name is Flakes. I think Flakes, the Flakes. They originally had the American dream, they tell us. They bought a house and they lived in Rexburg, Idaho. And I don't know if that was actually the house that they showed us, but it was, a house like ours, just a regular house. And then Lindsey was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And the doctors just wanted to, what they do, treat the symptoms, which is give her a pill. And she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to go on a pill. So she decided to try and live and eat an anti-inflammatory diet, which I would love to do this, but I do not have the discipline to do this because I think that it would help me tremendously.
You and me both, girl.
I'm going to tell you something. So, both know I've been having a lot of problems with my knees lately. And of course, I still haven't gone to the doctor, but I have self-diagnosed myself with arthritis because I had it when I was a little girl. So I talked to my nutritionist this week and I told her, I'm going to try doing this because I was on Pinterest looking up and Mediterranean diets, help this. It's not as hard as you think, especially for you, Laura, because a lot of the stuff you already cook. I think, Wendy, honestly, if you told Bill, he would just start cooking like this for you because Bill likes to cook. Yeah.
No, absolutely he would. But the problem is I don't eat the stuff that I need to eat.
No. And you never did.
I never did.
So
and I
it
don't
would be
like
retraining yourself. Yeah.
Yes. I would have to eat things I don't like. And I don't like to put things in my mouth that I don't like to eat.
That you don't like. Yeah.
It's a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't
and a
like
lot
vegetables.
of fish.
Yeah, but see, Kelly and I like
fish.
that.
Yeah.
I know. I should just do it. I should just pick the vegetables that I like. I like tomatoes. I don't mind fish. It has to be fresh fish. I don't like, I don't like old, I really like fresh fish. I like white fish, cod and grouper,
I love.
Yeah.
You could do it though. And brown rice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about rice. I don't care about fillers.
You don't care about carbs. You don't need carbs.
I don't need a carb.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care about that.
Wendy eats so little compared to me and Kelly.
Oh my God. I would
wish I had that
I would
problem.
shrivel up. I would shrivel up if I ate with Wendy.
Honestly, my problem is the sugar. It's the sugar. And I know sugar is so addicting. And it is.
It is addicting. Oh, yeah.
I'm literally addicted to sugar. So if I could stop the sugar,
it would help you. Yep.
It would help me.
Me too. I get it.
Listen, I'm not a sweets person, but if you put a cheesecake in front of me, I would eat the entire thing. So you're absolutely right. Sugar is addictive because I take one spoonful and I want to eat the whole cake. All right, let's get back to wives. Enough about us.
So she started this anti-inflammatory diet and they started, they wanted to grow their own food. And as soon as she started this, she instantly felt better. So they decided, let's try this. Let's go someplace where we can live off the grid and, live this lifestyle.
I'm not going to lie. It's something that has always interested me extremely to live like that.
I could see you doing it.
I could definitely see you doing it.
I could do it.
You could do it. You definitely
you
could do
definitely do it. I couldn't, and Wendy definitely could not.
No.
I feel like I could.
No, I couldn't.
I could do it for 2 days, and then I'd be like, all right,
enough.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could do 48 hours.
I don't. Yeah, it would be pushing it.
So she talks about the closest person is 4 miles away and it takes them 30 minutes to get into town. So they're not tied to a power grid, but they do have solar. So they have their own solar for electricity. They have no running water. And she's hoping to get out of this to teach another family a better way of living. And it's so funny. She's talking to her kids, what do they think? And they think that she's new mama that's going to come is going to be like a rich little brat.
So funny.
That was funny.
And the husband said, what if you go to some fancy house and it's amazing and you're going to be I got to go back to that dump. So Angie finds out while she's, eating dinner with her family that she's going to Chalice, Idaho, and that she's going to be like doing ranch living. And Shawn says Angie's idea of roughing it is going to the Four Seasons. And I was like, I'm here with you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And her daughter Elektra's like, oh my God, she's going to die. Like, she doesn't think she's going to be able to make it.
That was really funny.
And Lindsey finds out that she's going to Salt Lake City, and she knows that it's a housewife, so they're trying to figure out which housewife, and she immediately thinks Lisa.
She said Lisa Barlow.
Lord.
I
Can
know.
you
I'm like,
imagine?
no.
But wait. Would that not be an awesome episode, though?
She wouldn't
No.
do it. Lisa
If
would
Lisa-
never
No.
do it.
I know, but if she did, wouldn't it be awesome?
Yeah, because we would see meltdown after just the fact
Wouldn't
that
it
she
be
couldn't bring her
awesome?
glam with her would
Exactly.
have probably been
Exactly.
a meltdown.
It would
Yeah.
be so good, though. It's a
She
shame.
never would
It
do
will
it.
never
She would
happen.
never do
It's a
it.
shame.
She would never do it. So
When Angie arrives and she's holding her hat box,
that's the same
and
thing.
the foam head. Hysterical.
The hat box, the foam head, the 3 pieces of luggage.
the
I was like,
Givenchy boots.
Yeah.
oh my God,
She
that
wasn't
was so
wearing
funny.
those yet. She wasn't wearing
No,
those.
not yet,
Right,
but that was
right.
so funny. That was so funny. Angie's looking around for her cowboy boots. She's like, gotta get her cowboy boots. So Lindsey's son wants to go with her. He wants to live in some rich lady's house. And as Angie's driving there, she's like, oh my God, like I haven't seen a house for miles. She's like, who lives out here in the middle of
Where?
nowhere?
Yeah, where am I going?
And when she gets out, she says the name of the episode. She's like, I'm definitely overdressed and underprepared. So that's how we got the name of this episode.
How
And then
about
Lindsey-
Lindsay has one backpack and
my God.
Angie had all those
All those suitcases.
It's funny because I didn't notice that until she left. I didn't notice that she only walked in with a
Yeah, I
backpack.
I
noticed
think
it
I
when she
noticed
went.
it when she got there, but I wasn't thinking like, oh, she only brought one backpack. Like I figured that her backpack was on her back and maybe she had other bags that we just
Yeah.
weren't seeing. But you're right. When she left, she was like, this is all I brought.
I know. I can't even
And
imagine.
she was like, oh my God, your family must have thought I was an asshole.
So Lindsay gets to Angie's house and she's greeted by the dog. And she's like, I got to figure out whose house this is. So, she looks at the pictures and she realizes it's Angie's house. And Angie goes inside Lindsay's house and she's like, oh my God, it's giving like The Hills Have Eyes, like scary.
Yes.
And then she's trying to figure out, so she looks at the pictures and she's like, is that art or is that my husband? Like when he's fishing? The fishing
Yes.
picture.
So funny. So
And it
funny.
did kind of look like him. Was it him?
I think it was.
I
I mean,
think it was
him.
him.
I think it was a
Yeah,
photograph.
I
Yeah.
do too. So then Lindsay says, it's so fancy and so perfect. It's like a whole new world for me. And then she walks in she's like, oh my God, the floor's heated. I love a heated floor.
How awesome. Who
I
did
really
that?
do. Who?
Debbie Heitner.
Oh, she has
Yeah.
heated floors.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I have to ask her. I'm
So
almost
even-
positive.
When she was in the bathroom, she's like, I still have to be conscious about the amount of water. I mean, because they have a bidet. Like they have a bidet, the shower, the bathtub. Like, yeah. Then Angie finds the bathroom and realizes that there's no running water.
Yeah. My gosh.
And the
Oh my. She's like, this is a little alarming. Like, I don't think I'm going to be able to use the restroom for the next 3 days.
Yeah, I would have had a hard time with that.
I mean, listen, I will say this. I do go to Island Beach State Park and I do have a bucket and a toilet seat
Well, that's
And the-
right. You do.
and the kitty litter and my pop-up
yeah.
bathroom.
Yes.
So I could survive that. I
That
could
part
survive.
you could do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have a state park by us. It's
Yes.
like Wendy said, it's called Island Beach State Park. And Wendy and her husband go fishing, and you have to go onto the beach with your 4-wheel drive vehicle, and you go all the way down to the end of the beach where there are no facilities.
Right.
So Wendy has this cool little pop-up tent with her
Yes.
little makeshift potty in there,
yes.
and it works out fine.
It does work. And I have to say, Bill made me a little toilet paper holder stand for inside
There you
the
go. See?
bathroom and little wet wipes. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
He made it.
He
It's all
really
set up.
wants you to go to the beach with him.
He does. He really
This
does.
is how much he wants you to go to the beach with him.
Yes, he does. He treats me like the princess that I am.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Right. I
I'm
loved
kidding.
when Lindsay was like looking at Angie's designer sunglasses, which are probably like 10 grand a pop. And she's like,
Yes.
hey, I would wear these mountain bike.
I know. Because that was
Riding the
those pink
quad.
ones.
Riding a quad.
Riding a quad, yeah.
Yep. I loved when Lindsey got to Angie's rules and she opened up the big scroll.
Yes.
Yes.
The
It's
scroll
like,
was great.
this
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, that was a lot. Angie wrote a dissertation there.
Yeah.
Yes. She lets in her scroll, she said, "I'm handing you over my greatest treasure, my home and my family." I thought she had those backwards, though. I thought she should have said my family and my
Family.
home, but okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
We hit the ground running at 7 a.m. You want to be dressed and ready for your morning workout with Shawn. After the gym, it's time to get ready to head to the salon. So, listen, I didn't think that was so bad. 7 a.m., like, that's what I do anyway, every day.
Yeah, 7 a.m.'s great. I don't love the exercising at 7 a.m., but all right. But then you get to go work at a salon. Like, it's the funnest job in the world.
There
Right.
you go.
I don't know how fun it is when you own it, but when you just work there, it's great.
I'm sure it's funner when you
It's
own
gotta
it,
be fun.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a salon.
So then Angie reads Lindsay's, "Welcome to my home. You might have noticed my home as unique and we live off the grid. I hope you leave with a new understanding of what peace can look like." And I really think she did. I think
I
she
think
Most
did.
definitely. Most
I think she
definitely.
did too.
Then Angie meets Tanner and the kids, and she's like, "I'm a hugger. I hope you're a hugger." And she asks them all, and she hugs them all. But you could see immediately Hazel, was it the little
Yeah.
girl Hazel?
Yeah.
Hazel just was like, Angie was in love with Hazel, and Hazel was in love with Angie immediately.
So cute.
I think Hazel looked at Angie like she was this like glamorous woman who's on TV, and she just every little girl is going to be like so
But you
Yes.
know what, though?
enamored with that.
A lot of times little girls are like that, though. Like, for instance, last weekend I went to, my coworker is Egyptian. So I went with her to, an Egyptian festival, and one of her niece's kids was there. She was a little girl, and she sat next to me, and within, like, a half hour, she was like, "Oh, are you coming over?" You know, like,
Aw.
she was just sometimes they do that, like, if there's
Yeah.
somebody that they like and they know is showing interest in them, they can really, like, cling on. So, I think that it was part that, and I think it's just Angie's just got a cool vibe. She's got a nice vibe, and kids
She
She's
are
got a
not
does.
very cool
stupid.
vibe. Very
Kids are
cool
not
vibe.
stupid.
Yep.
So, they could all tell right away that, she's a genuine person, so
Yeah, for sure.
Then Lindsay meets Shawn and Elektra and the dogs. Shawn immediately thought that she had an outdoorsy vibe.
what do you say? Did she call her granola?
Granola.
Yeah.
Or bohemian? No, granola?
No, granola, and
I think granola.
he said she was, like a REI representative or something.
Yes. Lindsay's telling them that they bought a cabin to homestead and they don't have any running water. And she says to Elektra, "Your mom's not going to have any running water." And Electra's like, "She's going to want to come home.
Yeah.
She's not going to be able to take
They
that."
were laughing.
Yeah.
Shawn seemed into it though. I
Yeah.
don't think he would want to live that way in general all the time, but he like seemed to embrace it. I
Yeah,
thought.
I think
Yeah.
he could have done it, like, not like you said, maybe not full time, but, he could have went out there and hung for, like, 2 weeks and been good,
Yeah. I just feel like Angie and Shawn were both and Elektra, like they were all very cool about it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
very, very.
And then back in Idaho, they show Angie where they get their water from at the spring, and they get the 5-gallon buckets, and they have to fill them up to this 50-gallon barrel.
Mhm.
Like, she's like, "Why would you make this choice? Like, to live like this is kind of extreme. Where do I shower?" And then they show her the outside bathtub.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think they change the water every time somebody goes in the bath? Like if the oldest son goes in the bath, do they change the water before the other son goes in the bath? Because if not, ew.
Listen, there's do you know the saying, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater"?
I never
Did you ever
heard
hear
that.
you never heard
No.
that saying? Oh my
What does it
god.
mean?
Of course, I've heard that saying,
Yeah,
yes.
it's an old saying, but what used to happen was exactly that, Kelly. The oldest child would bathe first, and then the next youngest one would get in, and they would keep going on down the line, and that's where the saying came from, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater," because the baby would be the last to be bathed in that water, and then you would dump the water out, because you had to haul that fucking water from somewhere.
So they're not changing the water.
They're not changing the
No,
water.
they're not changing the water.
Okay,
I
that
didn't
was
think they're
my
changing the
first
water.
question. My second question is this. When Lindsey was shown Angie's bathroom, Angie's shower, it was windows from floor to
I
ceiling.
saw that. That was very
So are
odd.
we thinking that there's like reflective glass on the outside, or are
One would
people just
hope.
watching her shower?
Right. One
No,
would
I
hope.
think there's reflective glass.
Right.
Because her
And
house is very contemporary. Like,
yeah.
even like when you see it, I'm sure it's reflective glass.
And Kelly, what they would probably do is if you
Or
had
one-way glass.
right, if you had to lug that water, you would probably put in a little bit for the first kid. Let them use it. You know, if you wanted to take some, you would never fill the bathway all the way up. You would put a little bit in the bottom, and that's what you got to work with. Dump it on yourself when you rinse.
You're asking for an infection, is what I'm saying. At least the females, unless you
Well,
change
no,
that water.
not necessarily. Well, yeah.
Come on.
Well,
But
no,
like I
because-
said, they could use a small amount. It's not a fill up the bathtub deal. It's put a little water in there, wash, soap up, then you stand up and you rinse off with a little bit of water, and then you let the water out, and then the next kid comes. But it's
I'm
not
on
some
board
big.
with everything the Flakes are doing, but the
But the bathing situation,
repurposed bath water,
Kelly's not having.
I'm not on board with.
All right. Well, you might
I'm
be
bored with.
if you had to drag it.
I'm not on board with doing it outside in the winter.
Well, where are they? They're in Idaho.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It's
Does it
gotta get
there?
cold.
I'm very bad at geography.
Yes, it gets cold there.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Maybe
You guys
they
are
bring the
always
bath
worried
inside.
about the cleanliness. I'm worried about comfort.
I'm worried about
I
infections.
told you.
For
I
Hazel.
told
It
you.
is about the temperature.
I like to be climate controlled. I've
You
said this
do
many
like
times.
climate controlled situations.
She likes the climate
do.
control.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, day 1 in Idaho, Lindsey's rules. Angie finds out that she's going to shower and wash her hair in that bathtub. I don't think
She
that's
did
gonna
not
happen.
wash her hair.
No.
That hair did
wouldn't wash
not
my
touch
hair.
that bath water.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Mm-mm.
They
It's only 2
go
days. You could do it.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't wash it either. I mean, I only wash my hair once a week, and
Me
I have
too.
running
Me too.
water.
So yeah.
Me too.
So,
Exactly.
Yes.
We'd be all set, ladies.
Yeah. They take the four-wheelers up to the top of the mountain, which was very cool.
That view was
Amazing.
breathtaking.
It was
Yes.
amazing.
That view was breathtaking.
Little Hazel's up there picking flowers for Angie, and she's giving her flowers.
So cute.
So cute.
And Angie was loving it.
Yeah.
100%. She really was.
Especially
And
because
she,
her daughter's age, it's like she doesn't want anything to do with her.
Right. Yeah. So you just missed that. Well, like I said, when I went to that festival and I had that little girl next to me, I was like, "Aw." You know, she wanted to go everywhere with me. She wanted to hold my hand.
Yeah.
So cute.
Imagine.
That's
imagine
sweet.
Yeah.
Your daughter asking you to hold her hand.
Oh, she's 26. I get nothing.
No.
Like, I get a fuck you.
so Angie's telling that Tanner that like going up there and just kind of sitting in the moment and enjoying the scenery is opposite of anything that she does. Like she doesn't live her life like that.
Uh-uh.
She doesn't just, enjoy. And she lives in a beautiful place as well.
That's
Right.
right. And she has
You
a
know?
beautiful view from her house.
Right.
She does. She does.
Right. But it's about taking the time to stop and appreciate
Right.
that view.
No, that exactly.
You know, you can walk past it all you want, but unless you really are present in it.
So this is where Tanner explains to Angie why they decided to live this life, about the rheumatoid arthritis. And Hazel says to Angie, you got to watch out for snakes. Angie's like, are there snakes? And he's like, well, yeah, there's a fair amount of them. That probably would have freaked me out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Lindsey is deep cleaning Angie's house, back at Angie's house, while Elektra and Shawn are on the couch watching TV, just like we saw Angie doing, right? I mean, steaming T-shirts, that is a little much. I don't know. She doesn't
I
even know how to
hate
open.
to iron, so I will steam everything I possibly can to avoid having to iron. But I would not steam a T-shirt. Like if it's got some
Well,
wrinkles, it's got some wrinkles. It'll work
thought
itself
is-
out.
Is that if that's really how you like things, just like have someone come and do your laundry and do it all. Like have people come in and do shit for you so that you don't
It
have
seems
to.
like she enjoys doing it, though, Angie.
But
like, it
does she,
seems
or
like-
she just like can't help herself and does it?
I think that's it. I think she can't help herself.
You know what I mean? But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, farm somebody, like, okay, all right, your OCD, you want you a certain way. Farm that out and have somebody come in and do it. Have a housekeeper come every fucking day. You can afford it. Have somebody come every day. And then you could be happy in your OCD-ness and fuck around with this or that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see something like that in the future
Yeah.
for her, you know? I thought it was funny when Lindsey said, like, she doesn't even know how to open, like, she's never had a dishwasher. And Shawn says you knock on it twice to open it. I've never heard of a dishwasher that you knock on to open either.
No, me
neither.
neither.
Me neither.
I mean, and Lindsey says cleaning your glasses is more important than sitting on the couch with your family. I agree. Totally
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Then back in Idaho, Tanner chopped up the tail of a cow and made dinner.
That does not sound appetizing
Nope.
at all.
No,
It really doesn't sound appetizing at all.
Nope.
I mean, oxtail soup's supposed to be really good, but
I don't want to eat any tail.
I don't want to eat.
Angie's afraid to try it, but she does. She said it's gritty and fatty and chewy.
Yuck.
Yeah.
All the things you don't want in meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
All together in one thing.
Angie asked if you guys get out much for dinner, and they said no. So then it's 7:45. The children are getting ready for bed, and Hazel likes the attention that Angie's giving her. Angie has not showered yet.
Well, you know, too, the wife swap mom, what's her first name?
Lindsey.
You know, we have households that we have to run and clean and blah, blah, blah. But she's got way more to do.
Hell yeah.
You know, so yeah, I'm sure she's a good mom. She pays attention to her kids, but not undivided attention because she's got to clean the poop out of the toilet. You know, like she's got to
5 gallons of water. And
she's got a lot to do.
I mean, listen, and I'm not taking away from what she's doing, but does she go to work every day too?
Right.
Because,
no, she doesn't.
You know,
right.
We go to work and we do all the other things.
Stuff.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm sure she homeschools her kids. I would imagine they're homeschooled, right? In that situation.
I would imagine that they're homeschooled too.
So, I mean, I know it's homeschooling, and I personally could never do it, but she seems like a very capable person to do it. She's getting time with her kids that way too.
Yeah.
Which to me
but you know,
would be,
but you know what I mean.
Genuine time.
When Angie comes, it's
it's like she's on vacation.
It's a total focus.
Yes.
On them.
Yes.
I'm sure it's like the grandmother thing, right?
Right.
Like when grandma comes to visit,
absolutely.
you know?
Yes.
All you have to worry about is paying attention to the kids.
Well, listen, Angie gets to give them back, so that's how that
exactly.
works.
Yes, exactly. Just like grandma. So day 2, it's Lindsey's rules, and Tanner's outside, and he's like, I see something pink out there in the distance, and it's Angie walking around the property, and we see her on the porch cleaning her face with a bowl of water. So that's how she's cleaning up, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny. He's like, I see something pink out there. That must be my wife.
Yeah, I think he said like pink and sparkly or something. Yeah. Or pink and shiny. I think she had on like pink satin pajamas or something.
And then Angie's rules back in Salt Lake, and Lindsey's sitting there getting her nails done at home. And once she's done with that, they're going to go to the gym and then the salon. And Shawn said, make sure you bring your sunglasses. And she's like, okay.
Sounds like a great day.
So then Angie's like, where's the water so I can do the dishes? So Lindsey back in Salt Lake is like, her workout is holding the 5-gallon pails. So that's what Angie has to do. So she's, lugging these 5-gallon pails of water up. And back in Salt Lake, Lindsey's like having a hard time biking and talking. And the trainer's like, well, Angie can bike and talk, but Angie's having a hard time with the water, which I'm sure Lindsey can do the water and talk, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of what you condition yourself for, right?
Right.
And honestly, they both look like they're in good shape. Both Angie and Lindsey are
if they're both doing those
shape.
things every day, then they're both going to be able to handle the other one's fitness, routine, whatever.
And then we see Lindsey gets her hair washed at the salon, and Shawn's blowing it out. Lindsey tells Shawn that she checks her hair daily for ticks.
Oh God, yeah.
She's paranoid about them, and like Shawn looked a little startled.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
How about the leeches in the beginning of the episode?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I think they're supposed to be good for you, though.
Leeches?
Yes, they're like healing. Yes, yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't want any part of it.
That's what doctors used to do.
Yeah, I know.
In
They put them on open
16,
wounds.
17. Yeah, they do a couple things. They'd bleed you. So they just would cut you and just let the blood come out just to bleed you. That they thought that was a form of healing. Or they would put leeches on you because leeches suck your blood. That was how they were getting whatever infection you had in you out. Or like Wendy said, they would put them on open wounds because the leeches they'll eat the dead skin. Or any like necrotic skin or skin that's diseased in any way they'll eat.
All right, stop.
You done?
Talking
You like
about
that?
I'm gonna pass out. Seriously, I'm feeling like woozy now.
All right, sorry.
It's like when I talk about needles in front of Joe.
So, 2 hours before the rules change, Angie has to change the toilet.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Countdown was on.
She does it though. She does it.
I love how she wings it and it goes on the guy's hood of his truck. That's great. So I guess she was putting it in the back of the truck. So I guess he takes it and puts it somewhere.
He must.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah, he
buries
must.
it or something. Buries it in those biodegradable bags.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. They probably are biodegradable and then they bury them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lindsay's going to switch things up and she has a fun night off the grid planned for Elektra and Shawn in the backyard. No showers, no phones. Or
Sleep
they're
in a
going to be out.
tent.
Right, going to sleep in the tent. They're going to be outside all night.
Have a fire.
Yep. Before the rules change, Angie does go to the hot springs.
Which looks very cool.
Yes, that does look cool. I would.
Yeah.
So they said they would wash there too.
Yeah.
That would be my pick.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Me too.
Not dirty bath water.
Not dirty bath.
Right. And Angie announces that they're going to go, after the hot springs, they're going to go, because it's going to be rules change, they're going to go out to dinner for something new for them. Then back in Utah, Lindsey has a log and some tents and some camping chairs outside, and Shawn's going to chop up the wood to start a fire. And they're outside trying to set up the tents, and Elektra has her phone in her back pocket, and Lindsey's like,
"No, I'll take
just
that.
put this inside." Yep. And then back in Idaho, they're eating out to dinner at, I don't know where they were. They were eating at picnic tables outside someplace, but.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Right. The kids are so excited to have milkshakes, like
That
dessert.
was so cute.
Like they never get dessert
That
out.
was so
like
cute.
they never go out, let alone,
Right, get dessert, yeah.
Right. And Angie tells the kids that tonight Nana's going to watch you guys, and so that Tanner can take out Angie.
And they were so funny.
Her oldest son was like, "What about mom? Like you're going to cheat
Yeah.
on mom?"
Yeah, right.
It was like, so funny.
That was really funny.
He's so protective of his mom. I love that. I seriously love that.
Yeah.
Because even when Angie left, Tanner said, "Love you," and he's like,
"Yeah,
what
are you
about
doing?"
mom?
Right.
Yeah. No,
He's like,
love
"He's
her
a
like a
friend."
friend. Yeah, it's so fun. I love that he's so protective of his mom. I
Yeah,
really do.
that was
You know,
really cute.
You wonder too, I don't know how long they've been doing this, but if they've done it since the kids were, the boys were smaller, they might not have seen their father actually have a platonic relationship with anybody.
Right.
Right.
Maybe their only female interaction is family and their mother. So to them, maybe it's like,
Right.
that could be part of it. That's what I thought, at least.
Then back in Utah, Lindsay's teaching them how to clean a fish, and Mary stops by for a visit. Love that.
She filleted the hell out of that fish. She
So
gutted
great.
that thing.
She did, but the look on Mary's face
Priceless.
when she saw what was
Priceless.
happening, I was like, oh my gosh, I so love that moment.
Yeah, that was cute. They had Mary show up.
She's like, I don't need to see the fish gutted, the babies. I don't need to see the placenta. I'm like, Mary, there's no placenta.
Right.
So funny.
And then Lindsay's telling Mary, we have no running water. And Mary's like, I think we need to go rescue Angie.
Angie, yeah, rescue her. Yeah, she was ready to rescue Elektra, too.
Yes, she
Yeah.
was. I actually thought she was going to rescue her, but she wound up staying. I really thought she was going to leave with Mary.
Yeah.
Angie's, she loves Hazel. She loves doing the girly things and, doing her hair. I loved how Lindsay said to Shawn, like, did you read the letter? And he's like, no. And she's like, well, you really should read the letter, because she talks about like all the upkeep of the house and, how she doesn't feel appreciated. And Shawn thinks that Angie's nagging and perfectionism comes from a good place, but he wants to get better at letting her know she's seen.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
and
he
I get
definitely
that.
acknowledged it. What
Yeah.
Lindsey was saying, he acknowledged
Yeah.
it. Which,
Like,
listen, of all the house husbands, Shawn's probably one of the best.
Yes.
So, if
well,
he
what
can
about Joe
even
Gorga?
well, I mean, he's
Yes.
the number one guy in all the
Okay.
groups.
Okay.
But, I mean, if he can even acknowledge that he can, work on his appreciation for his wife, then that's to me, that says a lot, because it seems like they have a very good relationship, helping each other. They
Yes.
really seem to work like a team.
I was hoping that Elektra would miss her mom a little more, but
It
I
was
think
only
that would have
2
taken a lot
days.
more time.
Yeah, it was only 2
Yeah,
days.
taken a lot more time.
Yeah.
And she's 14. I
And she's
mean,
And you figured the first day they're going by Angie's rules, so really it was only one day. They
right.
were,
yeah.
and then the
So
dog
then,
pees on the tent.
That's great. I loved it.
yeah, so funny. Then back in Idaho, Angie and Tanner pull up to this bar, and Tanner's like, she is the fanciest person to ever walk in this place.
Yeah,
And
that was
that's when
nice.
Angie mentions her Givenchy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't you
nobody
I
noticed
loved
her
how
Givenchy.
the dog was sitting on the bar stool. It's fucking awesome.
Didn't even notice that.
Awesome. Oh, come on. He was
Oh, I
sitting on
must
the
have
bar
looked down and was
stool.
typing something, damn
It was
it.
great. There was a dog in
A
the
real
bar
dog sitting on a bar stool.
and he was a big ass dog. It was not some little dog, and he was sitting on the bar stool
Marmaduke.
right at the bar. It was awesome.
Funny.
And Angie looked so cute in her little tasseled cowboy
She
outfit.
looked adorable. Angie looked adorable, Givenchy boots and all. I loved how she got him out on the dance floor,
Yes.
and she was showing him how to pick up a shot glass from the floor with her mouth.
I told you that's what the Greeks have to do. The Greek dancers at the Greek festival, there's all the children have to go for Greek dancing. They have to go for Greek lessons to talk Greek, and they have to do Greek dancing. And that's one of the things that the children do, not the girls, but the boys, the older dancers, they do. They have to pick up a shot of ouzo, and then they also have to dance with it on their forehead.
Well, I have to ask
On their forehead?
the
Yes.
twins do
You've
this.
got to come to the Greek festival. It's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to have to come next
It's
time. I would
so
like to
good.
see this.
It's so good.
I love when Tanner said to her, "Where did you come from?"
Exactly.
Cute. Great.
So day 3, it's 7:45 a.m. In Utah, they ended up going inside to sleep at 12:40.
I wonder if it got cold. Do you think it got cold over? Is it like Colorado where it's
I
like?
would think it would get a little cold.
That's
cool.
what I was thinking.
I think it would.
Well,
get a little
Lindsey
cold.
even admitted, like, to be honest, like the tents were a little small.
Yeah,
There was
There's no
pads.
padding,
Like she
right.
was happy to go, inside. But the next day they're going to build a garden outside, and she's going to have Elektra and Shawn help. So she gets like, what is that? Like a flower box, like a raised garden box.
Garden box. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're outside doing it, and Electra's participating, but she's like, you know what? I would enjoy doing this if it was 65 degrees, not 95. I mean,
Agreed.
okay, it's a 14-year-old. Like these are typical
Yeah.
14-year-old comments.
Absolutely.
Angie says back in Idaho, I didn't know this experience would be such a blessing with my heels and my miniskirt and my high body count hair. I love that she said that.
She does not have high body count hair.
No, but I love that. But I mean,
yeah,
I love that she.
But
threw
it was
that in.
done.
I really did.
It was blow dried. It was
Yeah.
straightened. It was looking all perfect. I think that's what she kind of.
Yeah. She's like spending time with them, seeing how hard they work and how they live in nature. Like she said, I'm leaving a better person, and I believe that. I believe that she really. I really do.
I
And
mean,
she
listen,
said even standing there with her bare face, and she didn't have any makeup on.
She didn't
and
have
she's
any makeup
beautiful.
on. Beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. But you know what? There's no way you could take it away from her. She handled everything with such grace and never judged them, and was just she's got to be a nice person. I don't think anybody can fake that.
Right.
No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Those glasses she gave those kids were hideous.
Her Greek ones.
Oh my God.
She loves the Greek. She loves the Greek. She
I
loves
mean,
it. She can't help
I'm
it.
happy that she, celebrates her heritage, but if you're going to give them sunglasses, give them, practical sunglasses that they can actually use.
No, but she was about being
I
non-practical.
know.
That was kind of the point,
Yeah.
Let them have something non-practical.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Their whole life is practical.
Their whole life. So I think that's where she was
Yeah, you're
probably
right. You're right.
going with that.
But like I
Even
said, if you
Tanner.
didn't love Angie before, you're definitely loving her after this.
And if you don't love her now, there's something wrong with you.
That's right.
Well, yes, exactly. If you don't
That's
love
right.
Angie now, you're not our friend.
That's right.
That's it.
We're not friends.
We're not friends.
Tanner was even crying when she was leaving. And he said,
Yeah.
you know what? We are so different, but we're so similar. He's like, it's interesting because we hardly even know each other, but like she was very open with him. Like she really spoke to him. Like
She listened to him.
She listened to him. Like, it's just, you could see that there was a real connection there.
Yeah.
You really could see that. I don't know. I just love so much about this. I really did.
And then
I
the
thought it
wives
was
were so
great.
sweet with each other when they met up. Do you know that the Flakes went to Angie's house for the watch party? And I guess
So
Heather
Yes.
was there because
Yes,
Heather
I
got
saw
to meet
that.
them.
I
Yeah.
saw that. Love that. I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
so
cute.
nice.
Yep.
I love that. I'm so excited for next week's with Melissa and Joe. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that one.
Yeah, that should be fun too.
For sure.
Angie, when she gets back and she meets Lindsey, she says to Shawn, since my swap sons aren't here, I need you to go outside and get the bags for me.
That was funny.
And Angie even admitted that, when she pulled up to Lindsey's house and she saw like how they lived and how they bathed and that we bathed outside, that she like felt bad for them. But then when she saw like the joy and the love, she was crying that she even felt that way. That she even
Yeah.
had
She
that
was
feeling.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah, that she's like, I shouldn't, she felt guilty and she shouldn't because it's what her natural reaction was.
Right.
But she took the time to really, see what it was all about. And Lindsey admitted, which I thought was, she's like, I thought I'd be sitting by a pool and drinking margaritas. Like, but your life isn't easy either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I like we said, like, she's getting up early and she's, doing a full day of work as well.
Right.
It's just different.
Different work.
Right.
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 And we know getting ready isn't easy. It's a lot of work putting on the
Mhm.
makeup and the hair
The
and
whole thing.
Well, yeah, and especially when you work at a salon or own the salon, like you have to.
Yeah, right. You
have
can't
to.
go in looking like a bum.
no,
Right.
no,
Like
you
some
can't.
There's
days I
no-
wake up when I'm going to the office and I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm not putting makeup on and I'm
Right,
putting my hair up
right.
in a bun.
Right,
When
right.
you own a salon, you cannot
You
do
gotta
that.
be on all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see what next episode is, but it looks good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
It was a lot of
They
fun.
are
Lindsey
going to air Wendy's.
I know. On a Sunday though, which is weird, but I don't care. I'm glad they're going to air it.
Yeah.
Lindsey
Well, they're probably
admitted
going to
that.
put it on after Potomac because this was on after Salt Lake.
Well, yeah, you're right.
There you go.
I don't know when
But-
Melissa's will be on.
It's on next week.
Next week.
Right.
next
Well, I don't know
Tuesday.
what. Oh, Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, there's no.
It's going to be on after Salt Lake.
Okay. All right. And then I would assume Wendy's. Right. So you said Wendy's will be on probably after Potomac. And then
Right.
Emily's, I'm sure, will be on after an OC. Do you know that next week is the season finale of OC already?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Somebody put it on somebody commented on one of our posts. I didn't
mean-
know it either.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But it lines up because I think Beverly Hills
Yeah.
is starting soon.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, so Lindsey admitted that she's definitely sure that living off the grid is the lifestyle for her after doing this, but she wouldn't mind using a bidet every now and then.
There you go.
And Angie admitted that she uses the outdoor garden, but she's still going to get her olive oil shipped in from Greece,
there you
Yeah.
go.
which doesn't
I
surprise me.
think that if they just had running water, like that
Be an
would
easier
make
swallow
a
for
world
you.
of a difference.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I would assume they're choosing not to.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think they're choosing not to because it's not that easy.
right.
Because you have to get pipes.
Plumber. Yeah, exactly.
No,
That would
no,
be a
not a
huge
plumber. You
job.
got to get pipes for the nearest neighbor's 4 miles away. You
right,
can't
but a
live in
plumber
the middle
would have
of
to
nowhere.
come do that for you.
Not
I
a
mean,
plumber.
maybe
You
he could
need
do
to.
it.
I mean, you'd have to tie into like city water or get
There
a
is no
well.
That's
city.
what I'm
No,
saying.
there is
Somebody
no
has to
city
Like
do
you'd
it
have to
for
get
you.
like a well driller and
You'd
like
have to get a well and then all
yeah,
the plumbing
yeah,
and
like
then
yeah,
the septic tank and the whole thing.
yeah. Like I can't even imagine what that would cost, you know?
Yeah.
Although there is a
I'm
hot
with you.
spring.
With you though, Kelly. I could do it, but I think having a well would be the game changer. I'm with
Yeah,
you on that
that
one.
then it would be like, okay, this is,
Right. Right. And then, I don't know because a lot of people who go off grid, I didn't see that they had it or they didn't say. They'll have like a water collection system for like when it rains, and then they keep it on the roof so that the sun heats it up, and then you could use that water too for different things. But they might have that, but nobody made mention of that.
Yeah.
So you do that, the composting toilet and the well, okay.
all right, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.